Welcome all. I will write for. See, it will show you for. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Variable in vector.
Yeah.
For variable in vector, suppose I will write the variable I. Vector, I have to create one vector. Let me create one vector A here. Can you write 1 to 10? Want to write 1 to 100, you said. How can you write 1 to 100? Don't you think it will take a lot of time? There is a shortcut I will tell you. After 1, you write this, then you write 100. This will become a vector automatically.
200. Okay.
Yeah, 1 to 100. It's a very easy way.
Oh, okay, sir.
Yeah, 1 to 100. So now we'll print also. Let me print A.
Ah,
So if I print A, see I got 1 to 100, right?
okay, sir.
Otherwise, how you need to write? Suppose you want to write 1 to 100 using a vector. This is a vector. How can you know this is a vector? See, otherwise you need to write this way. 1, then you write 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have to write this way.
Okay, sir.
So what will happen is it will take a lot of time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Then I think 2 is only creating the problem. Anyway, let's see what is that which is creating problem in our coding. Sometimes there are bugs also, they create a problem. 9, then let me write 10. Yeah, automatical 2 is coming. Okay, now this I have written. Is this a vector? Then suppose I write 1 to 10 only. Instead of 100 I will write 1 to 10. Now what is the difference between A and B? That is what you have to tell me. What is the difference between A and B? See,
100.
I'll run A here. In console you see 1 to 10, right?
Okay, sir.
Now if I run B, then also I got 1 to 10.
Yes, sir.
So that means both are equivalent, right?
Yes, sir.
You check. In Python programming we use type of, we use a class. You remember class?
Yes, sir. Class M.
Yeah, class X, it's there. Okay, class X is there. So when you write class here, it will show whether it's a vector or not, and numeric vector or
Character.
yeah character, it will show. So you need to write class of A. If you write class of A, it will show numeric integer. Okay, but yeah, it's a vector. How can you know it's a numeric vector? It's numeric, that's fine. How can you know it's a vector?
Okay.
Now you have to know why it's printing in columns, not one all at a time. Why in each column? And why this 1 1 1 1 is coming to the left? Okay. One thing I will ask you, how many print statements we have here? So when I write print A and print B, if you write only A, B, both will not be printed. So how many times you are printing here? 2 times, right?
Yes, sir.
So in A we have 1 to 10, in B we have only 10 now. Okay?
Okay.
So we are printing how many times?
Sir, I didn't get, sir, this. B.
B I have taken 10, right?
Yes, sir. A we have already deleted now, sir. Then why A is print A? A.
Ah, that is what we deleted from here, but that will not go from the environment. You see the third window,
Sir.
A is there.
Okay.
This way, I mean, it will not go out from this one. It will be there, okay? So until and unless it's there, you will get this one. You created one, okay? So here wrongly what I did is more than that. This B I changed wrongly. I could have given another name, suppose CD, but anyway, let me write MN here. to avoid all kind of confusion. So how many print statements I am writing? 2 print statement, right?
Yes, sir.
So 2 print statements are required to print both. If you want to see both in one line, can you get? No, because these are 2 print statements, okay? How many print statements you are seeing here?
Sir, to get in one print statement, we
You
can
want, you want to write like this? You want to write like this?
yes, sir.
You want to write like this? You got 1. But you can do that in Python programming, not R programming. In Python, you just write comma, it will be printed.
Then it has to come in one line, means the first variable only it will take, sir. M, that one n it won't print, sir.
Yeah. Because here there is a syntax difference, but Python is quite flexible. You can do that. But that is also not the main question here. Okay, what you can print, what you can print. How many print statements are there? That is important.
Okay.
So if you have more than one print statement, it will go to columns.
Okay. More than one print statement will go
Yeah,
to.
but you can make a vector and you can print in one. Suppose I'll write MNP here. P, I will make it a vector. Or maybe this one I will run it B once again. So that see B will change to a vector now. That time it was a number. Now suppose I print B. Then what will happen? I got in one line, right?
Yes, sir.
So one line means it's not always one number. One line means one print statement. That's all. Try to know how many lines you have here. Now you need to understand how many lines you have here. Print statement, when you are writing print I, how many lines you are printing, that's all.
Okay.
Yes. So what is the meaning of this? Let me tell you. Meaning of the for statement. It means actually for I in B. That means first of all I will take this one. Okay. I will see this one and it will print. It is over. Now coming back to this one, the question was whatever in by B in print means one by one it will print.
Okay.
Okay, so what will happen? First it will print the first one, then it will go to the next line, it will print the next one, that way it will print. So 10 times it's looping. Loop means what? It will loop 10 times.
Okay.
There is another way, you will understand that in a better way. Suppose instead of that I will write this bracket and see I got 1. Let me write here print this way. So if I write print B1 I will get 1. Then let me copy this. Can I print this way? 1, then I will replace it by 2. I will replace this by 2. Okay.
Okay.
Then I will replace this by 3. Then I will replace this by 4. Then what will happen? Forget about for loop. What is this? B1, B2, B3, B4. It's like we have a house where there are how many rooms? 10 rooms.
Yes.
We have 10 rooms. What is the name of the house? B, right? B has 10 rooms. So first room, second room, third room, fourth room, that way. In first room, what you have?
1.
1. In second room, you have 2. In third room, you have 3. In 10th room, you have 10. That's all.
Yes, sir.
Can we change this? In first room, we can write 10, right?
Yes, sir.
Suppose I will write 10 here to avoid confusion. Let me write 10 here and 20 here. Let me write 20 here, 30 here. Then Shall I change 1, 2, 3, 4, or I will keep 10? I have to write 10, 20, 30, 40.
1, 2 itself is no, sir. It will print the first number and second number like that only.
Yes, that means these are the subscript type. Okay. B1 means print whatever there in the first room.
Yes, sir.
B2, print B2 means you print whatever there in the second room.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me print all this. See, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't you think it's surprising? Now, if I print these 4, what are the numbers you are supposed to get? 10, 20, 30, 40. But I got
1, 2, 3, 4.
why? Think on this. These are the ones they might trouble you more than the syntax. See, whenever you update, you have to run it first.
Okay.
You didn't run it, right? When I run it,
No, sir. Just
yeah,
now.
that was the problem. I have to run it. That is the first and foremost.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to run it. Okay, so wherever I need to keep cursor, it doesn't matter. Or simultaneously, I can run it. I can select all. I can run it.
Okay.
Yeah. Now what I want is how many post statement, how many print statements I have?
4.
4. Now suppose I want to write only one statement and print all like this only in 4 lines I want to print. But instead of writing B1, B2, B3, B4, B100 or B10, I want to write only one. Then can I write like this? BI or J, K, whatever variable I want to take. I want to write print BI. And I should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it okay with you?
Okay, sir.
1, 2, then 3, then suppose 4 I will write. Will it work? Mathematically it's okay, right?
Yes, sir.
Mathematically print BI for I is 1, 2, 3, 4. Mathematically it's okay.
Okay.
But when you instruct a computer through some syntax, it's not okay.
Okay.
Why it's not okay? Whatever way we want, if we write that way, it will not accept. Whatever way it's developed,
Okay.
whatever way it's developed, that way it will work. So it's not that we are wrong, they are right, or they are wrong, we are right, nothing like that. So that's where the syntax is different from C programming, R programming, Python programming. So it will not work. You can do that way actually. You can print this way. You will not get the printout. Even if I write BI, it will not accept.
Okay.
Okay, if I write, because I have already written one for loop, that's where it got printed, but BI meaningless. BI is meaningless. Okay, where it was BI I have written, right? Suppose I print this, it's meaningless. It's printing I for a different reason, because you see the value of I here. I
10.
is 10, right?
Yes, sir.
See the right hand side.
Yes, sir.
10. Why I is 10? That's another question. We'll go to that later. Now I will show you one thing. If I change it to J, suppose, forget about this. We don't want that now. We'll go to for loop later. Now there was a problem. Suppose instead of I will write X or J. Then what will happen? Suppose I will write J here. I will print here. See what it says, error in print BJ, right?
Object J not found.
Yeah, but I can write this way. Suppose I will write J something, okay?
Okay, but
Suppose whatever, 8, J8. Then if I print, then I will get the printout.
okay.
So what it's printing?
80.
B no 80, but what it is printing actually? B, the B is the room,
Yes, sir.
and
J.
the room number is what? 8, right?
8.
So in 8th, whatever you have, 80
Okay.
is there. So it will print 80. Okay.
Okay.
So if you directly write B4, that's fine, or I or J 4 and B J B I, that is the same.
Okay.
But now my question is, if I don't give J and I try to print J, then there is a problem.
Yes, sir.
That time I printed I got print I because I has the value here you see in the
You
right
can.
hand side.
Yes.
Why I has 10 value will go to that later, okay?
Okay.
Why I, from where is this value we got, will go to that later. But remember, when you write a print statement here, when you want to print bj, suppose, if you want to print bj, j must be there. Otherwise, if, suppose j, I have already j, I created in right hand side also it's there. Now, if I want to show, I'll write k here and I will try to print.
Error object is not found. Okay.
Error, right?
Yes.
Okay. But what I can do is, if I fix k,
Okay.
okay, like I fixed j, I want to fix k.
Yes, sir.
How can I fix k? I have to make it a vector k is 7, 8, 2, 3, then I can print bk, okay?
Yes, sir.
But what I want to say is, what is the usefulness of fixing k and printing? Why not you print this way? Why not directly print? Which one is better?
Directly we can print.
Okay, directly you can print, that is better. Okay, you got it. But directly, suppose there are 100 numbers here. I have written only 10 numbers. I will write 100 numbers with a gap of 10.
Okay.
Then how can you print all? Can you
No.
write 100 print statements?
No.
No. That's where we'll little bit update it, write a for loop. So for will write, and we don't need to remember anything, just click here. It says you write the variable is k, in vector name. What is the vector name here? B, right?
T.
B,
Okay.
for k in B,
Print K.
print
K.
k. That is one way that already I discussed, but now I want other way. Print bk instead of this one. Okay, let me cut it and paste here. Within the for loop I can write this. Okay. Also k I will define what is k. K is a vector here. K is a vector here. C, or maybe k I can write 1 to 10. 1, got it? Let me run it. Not applicable. Per k in vector, sorry, vector is B here. Per k in B. Per k in vector, print bk. Okay. Per I 1 to n. Okay. Per k 1 to 10. K in, okay. Oh, sorry. Per, I have to write it I. I'll go to that. I in k. I in k. bk. See this, there are two for loops. I will explain you. You run this one. I got this. What I got? 10, 20, 30, 40, right?
Yes, sir.
With a for loop with a gap of 10 I got. Whatever I've written, even whatever I've written in B, I got that.
Yes, sir.
But how many times I got?
3 times.
3 times or many times?
3 only, sir. Okay.
Sometimes it's difficult to know how many times.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes it's difficult to know because it automatically it goes down. See how many times?
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, many more times.
Yes, yes, yes.
But what is the meaning of this? We'll see. We'll get once only. We'll see. For I in k I've written. Print bk. That means what? What is the value of, again there was a problem for I in k, that means I will be 1. Bi, if I write, I will get ones. Bi. Because I combine both for loop, that's why it created the problem. See, this is what I wanted to see. Even you wanted to see, right?
So
10, 20, 30, 40, 50. You delete everything first. Because our programming has a problem, okay? Unlike Python programming, our program has a problem. Python is very easy, you can see one by one. Here things will be overlapping, that also created a problem. You get one printout, you will think that you got some other printout. Now I will run this and we'll try to understand this before going further. Now see, whatever way we wanted, we got one by one print. How many print statements this for loop executed? Remember, 10 print statements, not one print statement, okay? One time how many it's printing?
10 print statements, sir.
No, one time it's printing one print statement.
Yes.
For loop means it's looping.
Okay.
Yeah. For loop means, see, it will loop. It will, first time it will go, okay? It will take the value and it will print. Second time it will go, it will take the value, it will print. Third time, fourth time, fifth time. It's a repetition. We will use for loop where there is a repetition. Lot of repetitions. Similar things but repeated. Okay, now see here, I in k print bi. This means for I in k means exactly it will be like this. Suppose first of all I will take value 1. Mathematically I am writing not like arrow. I will write is equal to 1. First time what will happen? I will take value 1. Okay. In a for loop, first type I will take value 1 and this will be printed. So what print you will get?
10.
What print you will get? B1, right?
B1.
B1. Then once that is over, then what will happen? Again it will go within this. Again it will check for the second one. Then I will be incremented by 1. Then what will happen? I will take value 2. I will take value 2. Then what will happen? It will print bi. For loop means that. So automatically it will get one increment. Then what will happen? I will get one more value. Okay. I will be incremented. That is for loop. I will be incremented to 3. Then it will print bi. Then finally what will happen? I will be incremented to, I will take the value 10. Okay. I will take the value 10 here. Then what will happen? It will print bi. Then what will happen? Then what will happen? Tell me. Is 10 times fine?
Yes.
No. I mean, here you have written up to 10, that's fine. I'm saying, because you don't think that humans are operating now. You are giving a code, it should be automatic. So if we write for loop like this, what will happen? After I incremented to 10 starting from 1, then what will happen? Suppose you have printed already B10.
Yes,
Then
sir.
what should happen? It will go to again C, K value, last value is 10. So you will not get another increment.
Okay.
Yeah. So there we use this style. Okay. Even if you want, you can write C 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. That's a separate thing. But how two for loops are different, that is what I want to say. I started with one for loop, this is another for loop. There are two types of for loops. In this type of for loop, we are catching hold of the subscript.
Yes, sir.
See here, print bi means you are after I. What is I? I in k. What is k? K is 1 to 10. So k will start with 1, k will end at 10. But what you are printing? You are printing bi. Bi means what is the initial value of I and what is the final value of I.
Okay.
You see the printout, tell me what is the initial value of I?
10.
No, 1. See, B I is 1. B I is 10.
Okay.
You are not printing I, you are printing BI. Suppose I will print I, can I get something? Wrongly, I have written I, then 1 to 10 I will get. Now what I am saying, if I write print I plus 1,
Okay.
then what? Suppose you forget about the for loop. I will write here print t plus 1. Will you get print t plus 1? No, because you see t is not defined before, right?
Yes, sir.
But if you define t, suppose you keep something in t, you keep 4 in t, then you print this, you will get 5, right?
Yes, sir.
If you keep 4 in t, you print t plus 1, then you will get 5, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I got 5, right?
Yes, sir.
So now you have to know the value of I plus 1. When you are printing I plus 1, the value of I plus 1 you know. What is the value of I plus 1? It will depend on I variable, right?
I variable
But what is I? Is I fixed here? No.
for
What are the values of I? 1 to 10.
1 to 10.
So you add 1 by 1. First time when I will take 1, when it will be added, 1 will be added, you will get 2. When
Yes,
I
sir.
is 2, it will be 3, that way. The only difference is if you write within a for loop, whatever number of times you have, that number of times you will get. You
Okay.
might be thinking, what is the meaning of k here? Right?
Yes.
Sorry, you might be thinking, what is the usefulness of writing k here? I in k, we are picking from this. Instead of
Okay.
writing only 1, we are picking from 1 to 10.
Okay.
And we are writing in a for loop. That means many I plus 1s you will get. Different I plus 1s you will get. Different print statements you will get depending on I. I will take 1, I will take 2, I will take from k.
Okay, sir.
Got it? So what will be the output, you tell me? To 11, right? Suppose I write I square. You got, right? So whatever number you write, instead of fixing 10 square, you want all sum of squares.
Okay.
Then how many sum of squares you want, that you have to write here.
Okay.
Suppose I want from 10 to 20. I will make it 10, I will make it 20. Now do it 10 square to 20 square, you will get. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Now let's go to the initial problem. I wrote 1 to 10. Instead of printing I related, what I want is I want k related. Okay?
Yeah.
So k related when I want, then what will happen? That is the thing. Suppose I want here linking to k, not linking to I.
Okay.
Sorry, linking to b.
B.
Linking to b. So initially what I have taken, using I in k, I printed I linked, right? I plus 1, I square, I cube, I plus 5, I minus 2, whatever you want.
Yes, sir.
Now I will take k as a subscript. I will show you. See, I am writing here, you will be able to follow. Print 1, 2, 3, 4. Next I write print B1. What is the difference between these two lines, you tell me? Print B1, B2.
What is the values in the B1, B2? It will take like that meaning, sir.
B3, B4. I've never seen you with low confidence. First time. So, whatever you said, that is correct now. See, to print B1, B2, B3, B4, we need two things, right?
Yes, sir.
One index which will run through these numbers, but while printing will not print these numbers, but B in B whatever is there, that will print. It's like this vector. When I say, it's actually this. When I say vector, what happens is, it's like a house. Vector means it's like a house. Okay, what will happen? It will, yeah, I mean, I think what is this? Tell me.
Sir.
We are creating like this house actually to keep numbers or to keep names. How many rooms it has? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you are printing house numbers or who are there in house?
Yes.
You are printing house numbers. House numbers will not change. They will be 1, 2, 3, 4 only. They will never change. What will change? See, when you go to any lodge or hotel, you must have seen the numbers, they will never change if you go time and again. What will change? The people, right?
Occupant.
Yeah. So if you want to print 1 to 9, you print 1 to 9. But if you want to print whatever is there, then how can you do that? That is the question. Okay? If you want to print whatever is there, then you have to print. It's making a lot of trouble. Maybe I think only in our problem it's creating problem. New system makes problem most of the time. I have to check this one. Task manager. Cancel. Okay, not required. So if you want to print, actually what will happen is you will what you are printing? You are printing I or you are printing something in a vector. Now tell me, how can you get printouts of B? See, I don't want to print I related. I is 1 to 10, we know. But I want to print these elements. So that means I want to print B1, B2, B3, not B1 square, B2 square, directly B1, B2, B3, B4. Here also I can square.
Okay.
Yeah, here also I can square. If I square here, what will happen? B1 square is B1, I will get 10 printout. B2 square, B4, I will get 1, 2, 3, 4. I will get 10, 40 that way. But anyway, let's not go to that. I want to use this as a subscript. Then BI I have to write. BI, BJ, BK, whatever. I have written, I have to write BI. That's all.
Okay.
Yes. Now tell me, what is the meaning of this? If I run this, what I should get ideally? Not the values. I am not talking about the values. What I should get?
What are the values in B?
Yes. What are the values in B? Okay. Also, it will depend on this, whatever I have written. Suppose I write 4 here. Then Then what you will get? Not what are values in B. How many you want? Suppose I want only 4.
4 values.
Yeah, 4 values. Then you see, you need to count actually here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That way you have to count up to 10. The 10 you counted, if you want to print all 10, you have to write 1 to 10.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to print only 4, you write 1 to 4. But BI will be printed, that's all.
Okay.
Now run it. I
Ah,
got 4, right?
yes, sir.
Now if I write 10 here, then if I write 10 here, then what will happen? I will get all, right?
Yes, sir.
Now suppose you write 100, then if you write 100, then shall I try?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see. 90 not applicable
Yes, sir. 10.
because you want to print 100 but only 10 are there in B. So this is link, these are the subscripts, that's all. But you don't have, then how can you get, right? Got it?
Yes, sir.
This is one way for loop. There is another way. Okay. The other way for loop is like when I started today. See, I will write for loop here. Instead of writing all these, I can write for this way variable whatever I want. Again you can use I or J, K, M, whatever. Suppose for H I will write for H so that there will be no connection. For H in B, print H. Which one is easier? This is what I said. Whatever is there, you print that. Got it? What I am saying?
Okay.
Whatever is there, this is another way of writing for loop. I need to write H or B.
Sir,
Here I need to write H or B.
H.
Yes. For whatever is there in B, you print that. See, I got again 10 to 100.
Mm.
This is different, that is different.
Okay.
So, see, suppose there is a house and 10 students are staying. I am part of the college and there is a hostel and there are 10 rooms, 10 students are staying. I can send the peon, okay, I can send someone and I can say you go, there are 10 rooms in the hostel and 10 students are staying, okay.
Okay.
You go there, whoever there you find, you call everyone.
Okay.
That is
Yep.
this type.
Okay.
The other type is, I can say, suppose I will doubt about that guy to whom I will send whether he will be able to call properly or not. I will say, you go to the first room, you call him, you ring the bell or whatever is there, you go to the first room, you say to go to college or to me. Then you go to the second room, you call him, you say him to go to me. You go to the third room, you go to the fourth room. Until and unless you complete your task, you should not use your phone, see here and there. You complete your task. You go to the 10th room and whoever there, tell him to come to me. Then your work is over. Wherever you want, you can go. Okay?
Okay.
Suppose I will say, no, you try 100 times this way. After 10 times, you will not find anything. Then you will call me. You will say, no, there are only 10 rooms. You say to call 100 people, but people from 100 rooms, but there are 10 rooms only. I will say, okay, okay, I'm sorry. I thought I was talking about hostel 2, hostel 1, 10 rooms, right? You will say, yes, 10 rooms are only there. You said everyone. If he says, yes, yes, I inform everyone. Then I will say, okay, you can go now, your work is over. Got me?
Okay.
So that is second way. So using the subscript room by room, I mean element by element we are printing. Here whatever is there you print that, that's all.
Okay.
These are the two ways.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me how to print multiples of 5 from 1 to 1000. Okay. Let me write the question. Print numbers from 1 to 1000. Okay. Print numbers from 1 to 1000 which are multiples of 5. So these two lines will not be executed because I have written within hash sign. Okay. Now you want to write this program. Print numbers from 1 to 1000 which are multiples of 5.
Multiple can be right, sir. A vector 1 colon 1000 print A.
Okay, A 1 to 1000 you can write.
Yes,
Or
sir.
okay, A 1 to 1000, fine. 1 to 1000. Then
In that, how we can add this particulars of particularly multiples of 5, sir?
yeah, that is something, I'm not getting properly the syntax, but because we don't use letter, okay. I there is something, I think in Python programming we always use that, but in R we don't use. Even in CS1, CS2 we don't need. So there must be a syntax. I will check it. Okay. During I mean towards the end we will go to that. Okay.
Okay.
Because the for loop we are studying not for numbers. For loops we will use in variety of ways.
Okay.
Because it's not working, I left that. Remember I started initially. I started writing that. We'll see towards the end. But writing a for loop, how can you do that?
For I multiples of 5, how I need to, I don't know, sir.
No, 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 no. I'm saying you are using a for loop. That anyway, I mean that will do directly how to get numbers. In numbers only that's possible. I'm write a for loop.
For I in C, I in A, sir.
Hmm.
We have to write this, no, sir, multiple for a
No, no. See what you are saying. There is a concept of. I mean in Python R you can write directly. Forget about that. Directly you can't write in R. Okay. This is a Python syntax they borrowed. Directly we have another concept sequence. Okay. We can write, so we will not use a let me write any other like p. Suppose I need to write p. There is a concept sequence. Even this colon thing we don't write in our programming. This is a Python syntax. Okay, some syntax work. So sequence we write s e q. SCQ, see it's coming. Generate regular sequences will use this one. Okay, sequence 1 to 100, like I said you before, will use this one. Sequence 1 to 100 sequence 1 to 100. Okay, when you get sequence 1 to 100, you try to print P. See, I got 1 to 100, right?
Okay.
Here you can write multiple of 5. In
Oh,
this way it's possible, yeah, in this way it's possible. But I'm interested, multiple of 5 means 1 to 100. I should get 1, 5, 10, right?
yes, sir.
Okay, I have to write 0 then. I write 0. Oh, I have to do this one first. Let me run it, then I have to run it. I got, right?
Yes, sir.
So multiple, it's not multiple, it's the gap actually.
Okay.
Yeah, gap 0, then 5, then add 5, then add 5, then add 5, that way. It becomes multiple because you have taken a gap of 5.
Okay.
If you take a gap of 2, you will get even numbers.
Okay.
If you take a gap of 2, you will get even numbers. That's all. See, these things you won't use, okay? So whatever you won't use, you might forget that, but fortunately, you will get it when you write something and if you make a note initially, because when you go to the R coding, you have to learn more. These are the very, very initial ones, okay? These are very initial ones anyway. Now we are doing for loop.
Yes.
So I mean, using some numbers, you can multiply up to, I mean, you go on adding 2, go on adding 3. So that way you will get starting from 0, multiply up 2, 3, 5, 10. That's a separate thing. I'm not going to that. I'm saying even here also you could have written sequence directly. Okay, if you make it a practice rather than writing the colon, it will be better because you will be able to remember. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter because finally we are interested in something else. Let's do that. So now the question is, writing a for loop, you want to print the multiples of 5. How can you do that? Suppose I will write for here, and sometimes if it goes, then also it will create a problem. You have to start from the first character from the first place. For variable in vector, you have to print that. Okay, suppose I will write I in vector. I in vector is j. Okay.
Okay.
If you write print I, what you will get?
1 to 1000.
1 to 1000. But you don't want 1 to 1000.
Yes, sir.
Print, yeah, print I multiplied by 5. Okay.
Okay.
I multiplied by 5. This is not final. Okay.
Okay.
This is not final. Just I am saying you can do this. If you write I multiplied by 5, if you run it, then what you will get? You got multiples of 5, right?
Yes, sir.
But I got up to 5000. I want up to 1000 only, right?
Yes, sir.
So I have to change it to 200. I have to change it to 200. That's all.
Okay. Okay. Okay, sir.
Now, if you run this, if you run all this, then you get multiples of 5.
Okay.
So what is your program doing? It's printing I into 5. But what is I? I in A. So I will take the first number 1. Then
Okay.
it will print it. I will take the second number 1. It will print it that way.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Now instead of this, if I change it to a vector and I will write the names, suppose Ram, Amit, whatever, Amit, then let me write Ramit, Rachit, whatever. These are the names. Then if I print I, then what I will get? Suppose I will execute this program. What I will get?
Then names will be printed, sir.
Yeah, names. Whatever in A, you print those, right?
Yes, sir.
But I think there is a problem here. Double times I have written. I got names, right?
Yes, sir.
Now if I write integer years, can I get integer? Suppose I write 10, 20, 30. Can I get 10, 20, 30?
Yes, sir.
Suppose I will write 10, 20, 30. Are you sure?
Numbers means numbers only will come, sir.
Yeah, that means whatever you write, that you will get print. That's all. You write numbers, you write name, whatever you write, that will be printed.
Yes, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you tell me how to print Ram, Amit and Ramit by using the second way. There are two ways, right?
Yes, sir.
What is the second way? Remember, second way we keep the subscript.
Sub
What are the subscripts of this room? Ram, Ramit, Amit, whatever.
A1.
Always fixed. They are 1, 2, 3, right?
Yes, sir.
So you print A1, A2, A3.
Yes.
So what I need to write here?